Yeah.
Now the problem is, as long as our constitution acknowledges people on the basis of majority and minority, I don't think we can ever solve this problem. The thing is, we are all Indians and they are not minority. And when we are doing this research, Anand, Amit ji, aapko bhi bata raha hu, when we are doing this research, it's on paper in front of me right now here. Statistically, whenever they come to close to 35 to 45% in any territory, genocide happens. In Mopla, the regions where it happened, the exact regions where it happened, it had Muslim majority at that time. In fact, in some places, they were 75%.
Yeah.
But wherever they were above 35%, genocide happened. Same thing happened in Direct Action Day, where in the pockets of Calcutta and West Bengal, wherever they were more than 30-35%, in all those places, genocide happened. Same thing happened in Kashmir. And also, if you see, don't go by cities, see the localities.
Yeah.
In whichever locality there is a minority majority, I mean the Muslim majority, or if their numbers are equal or more or less equal, you will find that on Friday there will be riots, or there will be some kind of a religious conflict or communal conflict will take place. And this is very alarming. And very beautifully he said this country is slowly, very slowly, but definitely is trying to suppress the Hindu civilization. What is this country? This country is founded by who? America also keeps saying founding fathers every time. What are the fundamental values and what are the fundamental culture and thinking and philosophy of this country? It's not Islamic.
Yeah.
It is Hindu, and not Hindu in terms of religion, but in philosophically speaking, ideologically speaking.
Yeah.
The problem is that we are surrounded by Islamic countries on one side, we are surrounded by communist countries on one side, and these people have created a nexus, and they are trying to break Hindu society. If you don't believe me, ask anybody how this Islamic Dalit nexus the corridor they are trying to create.
Yeah.
And these are very serious questions. Somebody has to address, after 75 years of independence, how long we are going to call a 18-20 crore community of 18-20 crore people as minority.
They are the second largest majority.
A fully able, competent grown-up boy, but the parents still keep calling him that he's weak and he's weak. I think the only solution to stop communal tension or conflict in this country, to stop civilizational decay of Bharat, I think first thing we have to do is stop this majority and minority.
No, correct. And see,
last 5 seconds. I think 2 terms. Anybody in this country, in Bharat, in this Republic of India, anybody who says kafir or sartan se juda or blasphemy, these 3 things anybody talks about should be declared a terrorist, and for life he should be put inside the prison. Maybe I am
No, you're not the first person to make that demand. No, Vivek ji, you're not the first person. There are many people who have said there should be a law that bans the use of the word kafir, use of the word idiom sartan se juda, and this entire aspect of khilafat, etc. But more importantly, these 2 words should be done away with. They should not be allowed. And blasphemy also, there is no logic of blasphemy in our country. That's what hurting somebody's religious sentiments is punishable by law, but that's different. But this blasphemy, hang this person, the legal version of behead this person is hang this person. That's what these people are saying. It's not. It's alien to our country. But you talked about Khilafat movement and Amit Raina. Khilafat is exactly 100 years ago. So this is around the time that 1920 when the Khilafat movement started picking up. I was reading the Vikram Sampat's commentary on Savarkar. There is in 1922, 1923 there is an argument that happens between Shaukat Ali and Veer Savarkar, and he says, call back this Khilafat and al-ulema. You give this up and I will give up Shuddhi. So it's more than 100 years old. This is going on. And Khilafat was what? Khilafat was establishing a caliphate in Turkey. What's happening in Turkey? What does that got to do with India and Indians getting massacred?
And don't forget, during Delhi riots after Shaheen Bagh, Ankit and all these people who were killed, stabbed 50, this is all part of Khilafat. I have been screaming on your channel, every channel I have said, that in Kashmir, they have an agenda. They are saying we'll create 500 mini Kashmirs in India. What happened during Shaheen Bagh and aftermath of that was part of that. What
was
is
part of
happening
that.
in Hyderabad today is part of that.
Part of
All
that.
these burqa movements and hijab movements are part of that. It's very strategically done.
Create-
But what we are doing, we are watching it and debating. We are not countering it with action.
Now, yes, Amit Raina.
You rightly said what we had to do with Khilafat. The fact is that for hundreds of years, we have been fed lies. We have been told that Mahatma Gandhi said he saw a ray of light in Kashmir when this country was in fire during 1947 because of partition. I don't know what ray of light he saw that when entire Muzaffarabad, the entire Pakistan occupied Jammu Kashmir, was getting rid of Hindus and Sikhs. You had 40% population in Pakistan occupied Jammu and Kashmir. Today it is zero. They killed thousands of Sikhs and Hindus. They raped thousands and Sikhs and Hindu women. They took and traded them as slave in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. So I don't know what ray of light they saw, and that is the lies that has been perpetrated for 75 years, saying Jammu Kashmir में तो हिंदुओं के खिलाफ कुछ होता ही नहीं था. अरे हिंदू बचे ही नहीं वहां, तो होना क्या है उनके खिलाफ? You have ensured that Kashmiri Hindus in Jammu Kashmir and Pakistan occupied Jammu Kashmir are almost, you have multiple massacres. You have Pranakot, you have Chhattisgarh Singhpura, you have Doda massacre, single zero conviction. My expectation from this government again has been that while I welcome Jammu and Kashmir administration to continue on this Nadimarg case and get this case reopened, there are multiple cases of killings in Kashmir. And if you want to convey a message that Sartan se juda killing of Indians, if you don't even want to say to appease a certain section of vote population, at least say killing of Hindus, killings of Indians is not acceptable anywhere. Killing of Indians, and you need to reopen the cases. Why do we need to keep on going to courts to get cases reopened? You should get up and get those cases reopened. You cannot go and sack an MLA for his views, and then you have Andhra police today writing an FIR, a word called blasphemy. हमारे तो कानून में blasphemy नहीं है. I don't know under what section they have put that word called blasphemy, and he has committed blasphemy. Are we copying Pakistan today now and putting this FIR? Are we going to create Islamic Republic of Jammu and Kashmir, Islamic Republic of Hyderabad, Islamic Republic of Bhupna and Kerala and West Bengal is already halfway of what Kashmir is. So I think it is time you step in. You need to stop this distinction of minority. Please take away this minority affairs ministry first and foremost. Everyone in this country is equal, and you start treating every and any killing of anyone without any political opportunity being seen in that. You need to investigate and you need to prosecute those people and punish them.
Now this is if indeed the word blasphemy has been included in the FIR in Telangana, then that itself should be taken needs to be put under legal scrutiny and say how dare and who's put it out, because where is the law for that?